We are raising awareness about a very important health issue this morning. Welcome back to Valley Life. I'm Alicia Cephas, and I am at Bar Pharmacy, your local Good Neighbor pharmacy here in Sanger, and I am joined by pharmacist Michael Ohashi. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay, it just happens that November is National Diabetes Awareness Month, obviously very important, and there are 29 million people living in the United States with diabetes right now, which is a huge number.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
It is a really big problem now. We're having a lot of different issues because of health and choices, with especially type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is adult onset, and also gestational diabetes, which is related to pregnancy.
Yeah, and although all of those diagnosed cases, there are still, you shared a number with me, 86 million people in the United States that either have pre-diabetes symptoms, and a lot of them don't even know they have diabetes, which is very, very scary.
Correct. It's undiagnosed diabetes. And what you're seeing now as a trend, especially in the younger generation, is type 2 diabetes in young adolescents, where you didn't really see that previously.
Okay, let's start with the basics, because I know a lot of people know, but what is diabetes? Tell us about the difference. You speak about 1 and 2. Tell us the difference.
Type 1 diabetes is usually juvenile diabetes, which happens just that the body can't process glucose, and it happens normally in kids, and it's more a genetic disorder. Type 2 diabetes is where you have obese patients that have other health issues because they're overweight, because of food choices they made, because of even family history. They can develop diabetes problems at an older age. The other one is gestational diabetes, which usually occurs during pregnancy because the body is trying to acclimate to being pregnant, and you have issues processing glucose for the body.
Okay, it's no secret, obviously, you spoke about diet. That is something that's so important. We all know we eat more sugar than probably any other generation before us. So there's a lot of things that we can do to help, and I want to kind of go through the medicines you have behind us, but what can we do to prevent it or help prevent?
Help prevent, the biggest one is just education, understanding what causes diabetes, making good healthy food choices, eating the right foods, family history, making sure that, if we do have a family history, we do monitor. Exercise is a very good way to help also control glucose in our weight and healthy choices.
Yeah, and we're even getting sugar from places we have no idea. I mean, even some of the medicines we have, that's why I know you have sugar-free options. So let's kind of walk around here and talk about some of the things that you have here. These are things that help manage diabetes, correct?
Correct. We have glucose meters, and Good Neighbor Pharmacy brings out a good line product. We also have sugar-free cough and cold medications, as well as glucose tabs, which help if we do have a low sugar content, because sometimes diabetics can have a lower sugar level and they need to boost up their glucose levels, and that's what the glucose tablets also help with.
So really it's all about monitoring. I know that that's very important. We know that people who have diabetes have to monitor their blood sugar almost constantly. So is that really what it's all about, is just staying on top of it, knowing what you need to do and being aware of where your blood sugar is? Correct.
It's more just the education process. It's making healthy food choices, and that's where we're trying to work with Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and we had this opportunity to also work with Champions for Change, which is a local Fresno County organization. Working with them, they've helped us develop other programs within Sanger to educate our patients and even the elementary kids to come in and making better health food choices and exercising and watching what they eat, and just overall health.
Have you seen that interaction really helping when you get to educate the children? They can even go home and talk to their parents and vice versa?
I think yes, it does, because for the kids, that's where it starts. And kids are like sponges, and they'll go home and tell their parents, hey, I learned this at school, I learned this. Mom, that's not good for you. Dad, that's not good for you. And so starting at a younger age, it really makes an impact for the future.
Yeah. And there are a lot of great resources online that you can look up. And also, if people just come in and want to talk about diabetes awareness and talk about maybe what they need to know, I know that you guys are always willing to share information.
Correct. The local pharmacist will always be able to talk about what we can do to help monitor, help what questions to ask your doctor. That's always, we're a good reference point.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
And again, National Diabetes Awareness Month. If you have any questions, you can come into a local Good Neighbor pharmacy. And Valley Life will be right back.